Ugh. Reachman filth! You're no Reachman. Stendar's finally seen it fit to grant me a little mercy. He did? Not Isabeth? I'd hoped she'd gotten the others to the camp by now. She rescued a Weirus, and a villager named Laetiel. The Weirus said they're holding an area beneath the alien ruins. Isa said she'd go and see about an alliance. I told them to leave me here. I'd only slow them down with these wounds. Yes, one of the women of the woods. I was taught never to trust them, but Isa thought they could help us retake Northglen and keep the Reachmen out of Evermore. She might still be with them on the shore. There's an entry to the ruins there.
Thank you. I hope to see you back at the camp. Elgeni's outdone herself.
Another one. Curious. What do you want? She was here. She returned our sister to us, so we are in her debt. The other has a sickness within her, of an unknown kind. We will keep the sick girl away from the land, lest she spread an incurable disease through our woods. If you're curious, speak to Weirus Delphique. She's within the ruins.
Weirus Asteria let you in? I trust she had good reason. What drove you to seek me in this house of stone? Ah, you seek this child. She goes nowhere. She's infected and I must determine what it is she carries inside her. It's a seed for certain, though what the Dark Witnesses have cultivated in the fields of Northglen is a mystery. I've one last attempt at a cure. You're just in time to witness the results. Watch and remember what you are about to see. First, I'll expose the corruption. Look, you can see it plainly. Now to see if I can purge it. Foul creature, be gone! Well, that didn't go as planned. Disturbing, to say the least. So the Dark Witnesses would turn us all into their puppets to reinforce their army and take Evermore. We can't allow that to happen. I tried to draw out the evil, but my spell agitated it. Transformed her into one of those abominations roaming Northglen. Small wonder we've seen no prisoners. They've turned them. And as their army grows, so does the threat on the Viridian Woods. The Evermore soldiers? And why should we trust them? If we left the Viridian Woods, they'd cut down our trees in days, and mine the land with no regard for the life harbored there. Take this rune to wither the Reachman's markers in the fields, then cut off Dureg's head. Prove yourself on our side as well, and I'll meet the captain Isabeth spoke of. She left, said she had to search the farmhouses. Are you stalling, or do you truly believe we can trust the soldiers of Evermore? Isabeth spoke of an alliance too before she left. Well, you can finish her work. Will you take Dureg's head or not? Luck be with you. We'll journey to the Evermore camp if you complete the job. We're closely tied to the land, so we'll know when you've been successful. Reachman effigies that Dureg conjured out of the earth. Perhaps remnants of power they left behind. They're the source of the seeds they cultivate in the fields. Destroy the markers, and you destroy the seeds. This land used to be theirs, and not so long ago. They're here to reclaim it. It's why Evermore is such a prize to them. Perhaps we'd let them remain if they didn't pose such a threat to the Viridian Woods. Reachmen know no boundaries. Whatever the Dark Witnesses are using, it consumes the victim. Had this child lived, she would have attacked. We've been observing them. Their power increases in numbers. Yes, we believe a seed is forced inside. It takes root within the heart. As you saw, any real attempt to remove them only spurs on the growth and takes the victim to the final phase. Reachman effigies that Dureg conjured out of the earth. Perhaps remnants of power they left behind. They're the source of the seeds they cultivate in the fields. Destroy the markers, and you destroy the seeds. This land used to be theirs, and not so long ago. They're here to reclaim it. It's why Evermore is such a prize to them.
stop me! Another victim for the ranks!
I'm badly injured. I need to go. For the love of Mara, I didn't think I'd see the end of this day. Did Captain Garecroft, my father, send you? I know Durake's plan. He has stores of seeds he plans on using to turn the innocent into pawns for his army. You must destroy the stores. With Durake out of the way and his weapon destroyed, it will leave this army without a leader and a plan. I'm badly injured. Whatever Durake was doing to me, probably trying to implant one of those seeds like the others, has left me too weak. You need to go. Finish the mission without me. Besides, if he was successful, I may compromise everything. Perfect. One of Elgeni's, I bet. This will do nicely. Trying to implant me like the rest. He said he was adding me to his ranks, that I'd be the perfect weapon, and he'd watch as I attacked my own father, and my father would have to kill me. I fell unconscious from the pain moments later. I recognize it, and it's one of Elgeni's best. The poultice does more than heal. It grants invisibility. But if you engage any of the Reachmen after you use it, the spell will break. Trying to implant me like the rest. He said he was adding me to his ranks, that I'd be the perfect weapon, and he'd watch as I attacked my own father, and my father would have to kill me. I fell unconscious from the pain moments later.
The woods welcome you. Know that the creatures here are neither enemies nor friends. There are hunters and prey. For you? Perhaps. The Viridian Sentinel once kept the wild at bay for the folk of Bankurai, but his power wanes. Soon he may regret saving the Princess of Evermore. Her mother already mourns her death, So why interrupt the natural course? Gravely wounded, but yes, Princess Alara is here. The Sentinel tends to her, and it takes all his power to draw her away from death. He would welcome aid if you wish to give it. We Weird have fulfilled our part of the bargain and shall offer no more. He'll be at the Standing Stones by Viridian Lake. His power is strongest there. Look for the broken statue. It overlooks the altar where he works. The Sentinel is part of an ancient pact made long before living memory. A guardian of the woods of sorts, who anoints his or her successor without needing our approval. Not all Weird believe we should continue to honor the pact. The forest is old and powerful. Long ago, a man not of the forest found a way to harness the forest's power and bend it to the will of his people. They called him the Viridian Sentinel. The title, and its power, has been passed down for generations. The Glenmoral Weird were not a party to the original pact. It's only our connection to the forest which binds us to it. The Sentinel is no true ally to the Weiruses of the Viridian Wood. His sway over the natural order is anything but natural. If I had a seed for every man, woman, and child who asked me that, I'd cover the land in ivy in a fortnight. We are of the forest, and the forest is of us. That is all an outsider needs to know.
Father!
Scout Isabeth, you put this company at risk by disobeying orders. Thanks to our new ally here, the Weird agreed to help us drive out the Reachmen. I hope you... Wyrus Delphique, what is the meaning of this?
I thought as much. Captain Garecroft, your scout is infected. Kill her if you wish to maintain this alliance.
I won't kill her based on your word.
Then trust your new ally's word.
I'll make my own judgment. I don't take orders from you.
Father, stop! So it's true. I'm infected. That must be why Elgeni's poultice didn't fully heal me. I wasn't conscious for a while after they captured me. He had time to... Is what Wyrus Delphique says true? Everything I've been through. For this? And my own father won't even acknowledge me as his daughter. But it's worth it, right? My life for an alliance that will save Evermore. I'll let Delphique know I'm ready. I'm sure she won't hesitate, and my father won't stop her. Evermore has always taken priority for him. Evermore and duty. Maybe I follow in his footsteps after all. I've made my decision, Father.
Isabeth, don't be foolish. You can't think straight.
No, Father. I've never been so clear. Wyrus Delphique? Do it. Now, before I change my mind.
Isabeth! The Weird expect an alliance now after they murder my daughter in cold blood? They're lucky I don't have them all killed here and now. After what the Weird did to my daughter, the Weirdest killed her without hesitation. I can't have that unpredictability among my soldiers. Isabeth was a foolish girl. I should have disciplined her better. Made her stronger. She never followed orders. I knew this way of life would get her killed. How can I possibly consent to this alliance with her blood on their hands? Yes, Evermore needs this alliance. But I need... Isabeth's sacrifice will be remembered. You've proven yourself as a great ally to Evermore. I'll agree to this alliance. Together, we'll drive out the Reachmen.
Yuella the Hagraven is the true evil here. Even together, my sisters and these soldiers can only prevent these Reachmen from advancing further south. Defeating the Dark Witnesses for good will require that someone goes deeper into their territory to kill the Hagraven, Yuella. With the Crows as her spies, Yuella is everywhere. But the Hagraven's physical form is assuredly deep in Reachman-held territory. My sisters have been searching for her, but it will take time. The foul creature has wards that block weird magic. You would venture up to Jackdaw Cove? Yuella's influence has corrupted everything there. It's wretched, but if you are willing, I will not try to dissuade you. Search for my sisters near Jackdaw Cove. Perhaps with your help, Yuella can be destroyed.
They say the Weiruses drove an old witch out of the Hag Fen. Even so, the Weird Sisters make me nervous.
Keep your eyes open. Witches festival or not, we've got those things have a job to do.
Psst! Over here!
You're the first thing I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Oh, lovely. Are you with the garrison? Please, tell me you're here to rescue me. Oh, thanks, Stendar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When I tried to pass through the old graveyard, I ran into unspeakable horrors. Thought I was finished. I'll head back now. Oh, say, did you find that Pyre Watch warrior? When the Imperials came after us, she managed to distract them and ordered me to run to the graveyard. I think she headed for the Crypt of the Exiles. Oh, I hope she found shelter within. We owe her our lives. Please, will you go check on her? I'll find Scholar Deal's camp straight away. I am in your debt. If I can do anything to aid you, all you have to do is ask. The army of monsters that ravaged the First Era? Not really my area of expertise. I study the historical accounts of Warlord Thulgreg's army of orcs and goblins. The garrison held strong and denied them passage. Not one got through. Truly inspiring. Well, most scholars agree that the fanciful legend about the Grey Host's defeat is, pardon my orcish, guardung. You know, the Pyre Watch are sort of Grey Host experts. Find her, and I'm sure she can provide the answers you seek. I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
Come forward, you godless mongrel! My apologies, Wayfarer. The shadows make it difficult to discern friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy. Perhaps Tuwaka has not forsaken me after all. What are you doing in this wretched place? It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? Did my efforts to lead the Imperials away allow them to get away? That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find myself surrounded by ancient undead. Let us speak outside. I will follow your lead. May Onsi guide your blade. Lead on, Wayfarer. Exit. Let us see the sky once more. I came to Bangkurai Garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch. Hunding help us, I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for shelter. I am grateful you saved the scholars. Now what can I do for you in return? The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Bankurai garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. That story, unfortunately, is mired in legend. The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, we have never been able to determine. I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum, but understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it. I can tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter. A Dureni noble. That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter the sanctuary. We never determined what that meant. I do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. But if you seek answers about the Grey Host, then may Mara bless your search. I know precious little. I never visited the site myself. Though incomplete, the historical record indicates the survivor hid in a concealed space that they were guided to. Perhaps that has something to do with the idea of being worthy. There wasn't much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety. Perhaps that is the key, if you can determine what worthy means to a vile vampire. Any place associated with the Grey Host cannot be trusted. Evil does not fade. So be on your guard. I will go check on the scholars at Jill's camp. Thank you again, Wayfarer.
There you are. Good, you're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Pyre Watch warrior tell you about the Grey Host? I was afraid of that. So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. About the survivor and their connection to a Dureni noble. That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Dureni connection. Did you find out anything else I should know? A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map. Now let's go before Scholar Deal tries to regale me with more tales of the Knights of St. Pellen. I'll meet you at Viridian Watch. Yeah! Look. There's a sigil here. You see it too, right? It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found anything. We follow the sigils to wherever they lead. The survivor of the battle at Bankurai Garrison must have seen these and used them as a guide to get wherever they were hidden. If we find that place, we'll find answers. Come on. Another one. Keep going west. South here. Not that we have a choice. East. Down that tunnel. Let's go south. Up those steps. East here. And down again.
Heal me!
Another one. Northeast around this corner. straight. I think we're close. Ha! This must be it! Now how to go about opening it. That's it. Let's check inside. Rada al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrin. Looks like he had quite the setup down here. I'm surprised that's lasted all this time. Wait, what's that? Let me see it. I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? Damn it. I don't like where this is going. I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandis, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? That doesn't make any sense. You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think. Over here. Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage. Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandis, my friend, my mentor, and the leader of House Ravenwatch possesses a Grey Host signet. That disturbs me, and I'm not disturbed easily. I want to investigate this quietly, without attracting attention. I don't want to do that until I have more information. Verandis and Look, I'm not just going to run in there and hurl accusations at him, especially about something this serious. I want to figure this out before I confront him. Verandis stores relics he's collected over the centuries in the castle's cellar. Always keeps the door locked tight. I trust Verandis, but I need to see what he's hiding. I hope this is all a misunderstanding, that I'm wrong about all this. We'll see. This way. The door's over here. And down we go.
There's trouble in Crestshade, but I'm not sure I'll find a safe haven at that place up there.
Watch out for vermin. We don't fumigate down here as often as we should. Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked. Give me a moment. Hurry now. Inside. See if you can find the signet. It must be in one of these crates or boxes. Just a crate of knickknacks. Nothing important. Keep looking. Not in there either. Ugh, verandas. Why are you so good at hiding things? Empty flasks. Good to know they're here, but not what we need at present. Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe. Open. Let's see what's inside. What is this place? Did Verandis use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you? That letter. What does it say? That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof that the man I trusted with my life was involved with the Grey Host. What? Verandis, how could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. Why didn't he ever tell me? I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. No, there has to be more. What else does the letter say? It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. I refuse to believe Verandis was part of the Grey Host. There has to be more to this. Some piece of the puzzle that makes sense of everything. Are you still with me? Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and travel by boat from there as we follow this map. Go on ahead. I want to take one more look around. Make sure we didn't miss anything. I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone, and it won't get me the answers I need. Come on, let's go see what's on this secret island. Answers, I hope. Look, I have to do this. I'm going to see this journey through, no matter what truth waits at the end. Let's just go. The sooner we get this over with, the better. First, however, take this. You earned it. That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until I learn the truth. The whole truth. We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than you can say gore apple pie. Look around, and hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host. If not, then I suppose I want to find undeniable proof that my mentor was a monster. So, can we go now? This still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada al-Saran of all people. At least there's a map. Let's find this damned island and finish this. The cart's waiting. This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandis here, then I'm not sure where else to look. While it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there, I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps, and who knows what kind of wildlife lives here. I don't know, something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be careful. We won't learn anything about Verandis and the Grey Host if we go and get ourselves killed. What is that thing? Did it just pulse at me? Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. It pulsed as I approached it. Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no, probably not. I've seen something like this before, part of a ward. I think it responds to the presence of a vampire, like those sigils we saw. Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think I see a few more up ahead. I'll keep watch while you deal with the crystals. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals. Let's find another ward crystal. Definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle. The way looks clear. Let's see if we can get inside. I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive. This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. How do you feel about trying something unconventional? The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me. By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandas has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant. Dangerous? Not usually. The potion mixes alchemy and magic, Verandis' own design. It lets the imbiber experience the memories of the person whose blood is added to the concoction. The potion is on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word. It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you. Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting. Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you. Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone. When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane. As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate. The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hircine has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. Come back to your brothers and sisters. You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styric's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense. Greyholm is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to feel a mortal writhe in my grasp, to watch their blood spray against the dirt. Don't you? Why do I even try to talk to you about such things? Lord Rada al-Saran should have dealt with you years ago. But he keeps calling you back.
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters. Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself, to control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it. Cost? Pah! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave? How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed. How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I look forward to renewing that exchange. If you haven't presented yourself yet, you should go see Lord Rada al-Saran. I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran discovered a strange relic beneath the Reach. I spent weeks examining it. It's quite remarkable, and I've only scratched the surface of the possibilities it might offer our kind. I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length. But I welcome the chance to discuss it with you once you've settled in.
Verandis, my friend. At long last. How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for? To parley with the mortal queen. I have. But my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now? What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not. How good to see you, Verandis. To parley with the mortal queen. What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we... For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves. Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times. Drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe. Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days, and I know Zingalis would love to discuss his experiments and research with you. They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them to make peace with mortals. We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verandis. You belong here, among your brothers and sisters, not meandered in the tribulations of mortal life. Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete until you returned. You belong here, Verandis. Of course, Verandis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise, we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. We have not seen each other in an elf's age. I would hear what you have been up to, my brother. And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Ah, Verandis, is my word not enough to appease you? We will speak more of this later. For now, I wish to discuss more pleasant topics.
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the Dream Walk potion and drink it. You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you all right? Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dreamwalk. But did you say Verandis' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host? Sounds like Verandis. That's why he founded the Raven Watch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel? Then, he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time. That study of his, it might still be here. Can you lead me to it? all this time, his scent lingers in this place. Did you find the journal? What's it say? The journal was still here? Amazing! What did it say? Let me see that. Huh. Ritual simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy and too great a cost. When a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor. We can use that to our advantage. If we want answers, why not go straight to the source? Let's resurrect one of these Grey Host leaders. A member of this Grey Council Verandis wrote about. Why not? They're evil. Who cares what the ritual does to them? We have to interrogate them and find some weakness. Some way to stop the Grey Host. Go downstairs and find the reliquary Verandis wrote about. Then meet me in the ritual chamber. Get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber. That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual. Good. Now place the reliquary. The ritual. It's working. Don't move, Exarch. We've got questions.
So hungry.
Fine. You want to fight? Let's do this. We just want to talk. What are you doing here?
Who do you think sealed this place, child? I came as soon as my wards were disturbed.
Verondis, you should have told me about the Grey Council.
So you know, Gwendis. Come, let us all speak outside. So you're the one who helped my ward Gwendis with her inquiries. If I had been completely honest with her, I could have saved you both the trouble. Please, accept my apologies. That was the ancient past. There was no reason to mention my involvement with the Grey Host. I never imagined they would return. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, but to no avail. You saw? Then know that I regret not trying harder. If I pushed, could I have averted the war? I suppose we'll never know. Regardless, Gwendis informs me that Rada al-Saran may be alive, and somehow the Grey Host has returned to threaten our world. Now I take up the mantle of what you and Gwendis started. We must find out what this revived Grey Host plans and devise a way to stop them. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will continue to aid us.
I started looking for information about the Grey Host and discovered that my mentor had a hand in their creation. Verondis may have kept his past a secret, but at least we know he opposed their plans for conquest. He wasn't a part of their war. I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret, but we'll work it out, eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him, that he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch. Of course, there's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can, and once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do. Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, and for discovering the true connection between Verandis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you. So, any 1,000-year-old secrets I should know about?
Do you really want to hear all the sordid details of my past, Gwendis?
There's trouble in Crestshade, but I'm not sure. Poor Crestshade. What a disaster. I was about to head up to that House Ravenwatch stronghold to find help, but for some reason I can't seem to make my legs carry me up these stairs. Hiding from the dead of Crestshade. By Tall Papa's scratchy beard, I think the town is lost. Some insane Argonian came through and turned everyone into blood fiends. We gathered survivors to escort out of town, but I got separated in the confusion. Crestshades' mayor refused to leave while the town was still in danger. If she's alive down there, she could probably use some help. There's trouble in Crestshade, but I'm not sure I'll find a safe haven at that place up there.
Be gone, accursed thing! Oh, you're not a blood fiend. Please, whoever you are, help us. Help the spirits of Crestshade. They tore our spirits from our living flesh. Rizal Jul unleashed a blood curse upon the town, turned some townsfolk into ravenous blood fiends. But that wasn't enough for him. He used magic and our living flesh to create an abomination. A part of me still lives within the creature. You must slay this abomination. As long as it lives, our spirits are trapped in this town. They keep the creature in the chapel crypt. I think they're feeding it, making it stronger. Soon, I fear, they will set it loose upon all of Rivenspire. Find the spirits of Tharlas and John. We can use our connection to the creature to lure it from the chapel crypt so you can kill it. We'll also need personal items to focus our energy through. My badge of office should work nicely. It should be in the tower where I worked. We made our stand in that tower, but we were overrun. I can still hear Riza Jul laughing as they dragged me away. That lizard's laugh haunts me. I don't know. Days before, tremors shook the town, and then it was as though half the mountain fell upon us. When the dust cleared, we were set upon by vampires and that damn blood curse. I was able to get some people away, praise Arche. Sadly, no. Those of us stuck in this half-life, tied to the abomination, can sense each other. But the rest of the town was turned into those poor feral beasts. The ones who escaped, or found true death. Those are the lucky ones. Perhaps it is simply our ties to this town. Or perhaps in our last hours, we found the strength to resist Rizal Jul and his minions. Scholar John's spirit may still be near his home, where he taught our children with patience and humor. Mage Tharlas' spirit may be at the inn. Bless her heart. She held off a horde of vampires to give a few people time to flee.
I don't know who I really am anymore. Part of me is still alive in agony. Part of that abomination. If Rizal Jul were in front of me right now, I swear my hate alone would tear that lizard to shreds. Of course. She's smart, our mayor. She knows we can focus our energy through personal items. Look for my staff at the small bridge nearby. We mounted a defense there, bought the mayor's husband the time he needed to get the refugees away. Receiving that staff was the greatest moment of my life. I'm a Red Guard. Magic doesn't come easily to my people, but I was drawn to it. I left Alikir and studied for years to earn that staff. I can focus all that I am and all that I was through it. Here to buy time for our people to escape. Fear and anger made me strong. We will finish this. We must! I will send every last drop of anger, hope, and desire I possess through that staff. That will draw out the abomination. I will not fail you. I will not fail Crestshade.
Where's my son? Help me, please! I need to find my son!
So cold. I can't imagine a worse fate than to be trapped here. Waiting, watching, feeling. That's the worst. I can feel my flesh. It craves destruction. It craves blood. The mayor is a good woman. Her spirit is strong. She has a good idea to use our spirits to draw out the creature. Our flesh remains alive while the abomination lives. Through this connection, we can call it to us. What's most important to an old scholar like me? My mind, I suppose. The blood fiends tore my body apart after using some of my flesh to create their abomination. My skull was tossed aside. It's got to be somewhere in the graveyard. Hear me? What's happening? My blood boils, yet I feel no pain. Somebody, help me. That's old Death and Halday's skull. As fine a man as ever lived. But he's no scholar. Oh, that one is definitely mine. I can feel it. We will pour every iota of our strength into those items. Take them to the crypts beneath the ruined chapel.
Okay, forgive me. When I realized what they were doing to us, I tried to throw myself from this tower. From such desperation, I found the anger and strength to resist this torment. We must slay the flesh abomination. We can do this, together.
Together, my friends. Focus your energy.
It's working. I can feel that thing. It's coming. Get ready. Glory, you did it! I felt every blow as if you were hitting me, but the creature's death has put an end to the pain. Praise the 8 that our tormented flesh has been put to rest. Yes, I do believe we can pass on. Yet I must ask you to perform one more favor, if you would. These items still radiate with power from this odd ritual. Would you bury them for us? Then our spirits can truly be free. I am most grateful for this kindness. Take the items to the far end of the graveyard. There you should be able to find a suitable space to bury our effects in hallowed ground. I will meet you there. We did well, stranger. I am thankful that the threat posed by that creature ended here.
I think we're done here. I'm eager to see what waits beyond this mortal life. Farewell. Your kindness will be remembered.
We saved some of the townsfolk and the abomination was destroyed. I am at peace with what we were able to accomplish here. Thank you.
I grieve for those we lost, but I'm happy we were able to foil Rizal Jul's plan. I feel a measure of peace. I did as much as I could to help my town and the people of Rivenspire. Rizal Jul was empowering that abomination, making it stronger. We would not have been able to stop it without your help. I am grateful. We were in pain. Your kindness saved us from a tormented existence. I sent my husband to Camp Tamriel. If you happen to meet him, tell him what happened here. Tell him not to return. Let Crestshade be forgotten. Can I ask your help? My husband and our dog are missing. Can I ask your help? My husband and our dog are missing. We were at Crestshade. Ignobert and Xandir were trying to get some merchants to safety when a swarm came down the street. We planned to meet up at the tower in the distance, but the undead... there are too many of them. He's there, or he's dead. If you'd be willing to take on the vampires, take my dog Whistle. Xandir's been trained to come straight to anyone that blows it. He's a smart dog. Smarter than my husband sometimes. Xandir will find him for you. Find that man of mine, will you? Next time he wanders off with the pup, he's going to have to get Xandir to drag him back. We're more like freelancers. You can go far in the world with a strong sword arm and a little courage. My mother wanted me to be a seamstress, and Ignobird's family were cloth dealers. Turns out, we both hate making clothes. We're quite the match.
Feels like I've been at this forever.
I was able to grab...
I'll be at this a while.
Zandir. Oh, thank the Divines for you, pup. And you as well, stranger. Did he come and find you? Oh, he's such a good boy. My Natalie. Worried about me. I'll make sure to tell her about that when I get back. If you help me up, Zandir can lead me back home. Divines watch over you, traveler.
I hear old Afrin's hold is no longer haunted. If that was you, you have my thanks. I don't guess you've seen my friend Garth around, have you? Middling height, anxious-looking fellow with a bit of a beer gut? Well, let's say it's possible that, someone might have dared him to go steal silk from the spiders in that cave over there? Someone was probably... no, definitely drunk. Look, I didn't think he was really gonna do it. I must have passed out because when I woke up, he was gone. He's my best friend. You've got to help him. The Spider Cave is near Camp Tamriel. But I wouldn't want to face the Spider Queen one-on-one. I think that someone must have mixed...
Don't eat me! Wait, you're not a spider. I am saved. Oh, thank you. Oh, Divines! It was terrible. The Spider Queen was huge. She had 16 legs. Or was I seeing double? Thank you for saving me. I think so. All in one piece, anyway. If it weren't for you, I'd be spider meat. Thanks again. I am never drinking another drop. Just water for me from now on. Well, beer is mostly water. Just water. And beer. I probably shouldn't have been trying to steal spider silk directly from the Queen. Of course, I might have gotten away with it, if I hadn't passed out.
You there! A moment? Do you know how long I've been looking for you? Yes, here, a letter from Forge Mother Alga, King Kura Grower Sidium's mother. You're invited to visit Rothgar and the new city of Orsinium. Ambassadors wait in Daggerfall, Davin's Watch, and Volkelgard to provide transport.
You sent the guard west to chase a rumor? We need those troops to protect Shornhelm.
Only some of them, Baron. My father would have done the same. Captain Genevi will discover the truth and report back.
Countess, Baron, please. We must remain focused. As long as Montclair controls the upper city, the whole region remains at risk.
How can we trust you, Count Ravenwatch? Your friendship with Montclair is well known. What did you offer those captains to betray us?
I care for the Count even less than you, Baron, but he hasn't done anything to warrant such accusations. Yet.
We must end this debate and take action. Make an example of the two traitors and retake the upper city. How can the two of you not see that?
I do not disagree, Baron, but we need to proceed with caution. There is more to this situation than meets the eye. I know I make you both nervous. Perhaps we should continue this after our blood has cooled.
Mind your tempers, gentlemen. We have a visitor. Come forward, friend, and state your business.
Bah! You both try my patience. I can almost understand what drove Montclair to abandon our triumvirate.